Immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Your health is your wealth. Well, let me tell you, those of you whose health has been under threat at any point in your life, you know that. Even catching a cold or the flu will tell you that your health is your wealth. It's almost cliche, and my dad, may he rest in peace, as I can remember, seeing him standing there saying, "Your health is your wealth." Yeah. And that tagline for the show, I got that first part from him. Of course, that was in the mainstream. And then the second part, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you. I added that. Your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you. You know, because if something should befall you, right, it will be not only your loss, but the loss of others that care about and love you. So if you don't want to take care of yourself for yourself, take care of yourself for the others that care about and love you. We experience this all the time. Your health is their wealth too. All interconnected, isn't it? If you're having a good day, thanks for stopping by to LTN 2020. We are nationally syndicated, globally streamed, internet connected, social platform rich. Yeah, it's all good. Yesterday, in my monologue, I was talking about air pollution, right? If you recall, if you missed the show, and Katie will tell you in a moment how you can get in touch. Everything is archived. All the audio. You can get audio files, MP3 files, and you can get the video. So yesterday I was talking about air pollution, and I talked about it in an evolutionary sense, that air pollution is not a contemporary problem. This goes back millions of years, and our ancient ancestors had to deal with pollution, and I described different kinds of pollution that existed at the time, and how our genetic makeup was driven by context, the environmental context in which we found ourselves as a species. And through the process of natural selection, we became what we are. Genetically speaking, physiologically speaking, whatever we are as an organism, as are all other organisms, plant and animal. And the microorganisms, of course. Well, at almost literally, as I was reporting on this, not the exact moment, but for sake of, making a point, what was going on this good earth? You had a plane, a Delta plane, flying over Los Angeles, doing what? What do you think the plane was doing that would tie into the theme of pollution? It had just taken off, and they got some indication that there was a problem with the plane.
I saw this story yesterday.
And they had to go back to the airport. And they're flying over Los Angeles. And so what do they have to do? Dump the fuel. They dumped the jet fuel. And as fate would have it, where did the fuel a lot of the fuel land.
Reggie, did you see this story?
I did not.
Yes.
It landed in a schoolyard where children were playing. And I was watching this report this morning, and see if you can find it, Katie, and then you can build on the story for me. And this one little girl was just so upset. And the kids said they thought it was starting to rain, and they were a little confused because they looked up and there were no clouds.
Said they could smell it too, like the.
Then they caught on. Then they caught on that it was jet fuel.
Oh,
no. It would take you a minute. The last thing you're thinking is, oh, maybe that's fuel from a plane. Like if it started raining or something outside and I got wet, the last thing I'm thinking.
That it's gas.
Yeah, it's that it's jet fuel.
And these kids, I mean, you just can't make it up. And I just reported on this. I said, pollution comes in different forms from different sources in different ways. And there's yet another. It's crazy.
Wild.
Now, I can understand the plane was concerned. They had to dump the fuel. It was fully loaded, apparently. They had just.
Yeah. One of the kids said, I saw an airplane and thought it was smoke coming out. But then when it got closer, I knew it was gas because it fell a little bit on me. So, yeah. A total of 60 patients were treated, and at least 20 of them were kids.
And then yesterday, I reported on the flu. I was telling you about the little girl that lost her eyesight. Well, a New York boy, 11 years old, he dies from the flu now. And the number of kids, it's up there. It's in the 30s so far this year. He was 11 years old. He lived in Hamburg, New York. He recently died from flu-related complications. His name was Luca Kalani. Luca Kalani. Yeah. Then there was another story. I think it was a 16-year-old. You're going to have to help me with this. I'm working from memory because I look at so many reports, and some of them I focus on intensely. And I remember reading about a 16-year-old boy died from the flu too. I think it was, I don't know, California comes to mind.
I think he was 16.
Yeah. So, yeah, the story I reported on yesterday, I recommend you read the article. It's in the New York Times. It's entitled "Why Air Pollution is So Harmful." DNA may hold the answer. I didn't even get into the DNA part because it's a little complicated. But we never you would never think that our ancient ancestors had to deal with pollution. Well, we evolved with this respiratory system such as it is because they were bedeviled by airborne toxins. And you have these scholars, a Dr. Trumbull, who's a biologist at Arizona State, a Dr. Finch, University of Southern California. They wrote an article in the December issue of Quarterly Review of Biology where they talk about this. And it's, our ancient ancestors evolved defenses against pollutants, the scientists theorize, and that those adaptations provide us protection today, albeit, they said, limited against tobacco smoke and other airborne threats, like jet fuel being dumped on your head.
Mm-hmm. Side note to the teen who died from the flu, he was from Texas.
Okay. Thank you. And the story about our ancestors, that's 7 million years ago now in Africa, on the grasslands and the plains. The Sahara was nearby, and you had these sandstorms, and that was a source of pollution, and we had to deal with that. And so the air, the air we breathe, yeah, the dust from the sandstorms caused us to evolve in a way to try to develop some protection against the silica-rich particles that were in the sand. I mean, and there were other pollutants. The dust was not the only hazard. And you had high levels of pollen, and you had particles, I'm not making this up now, of fecal matter that was produced by the savannas, in Africa, the savannas, vast herds of grazing animals. And hence, we evolved with this respiratory system that we have. It's quite remarkable.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. It's me, your immune system. I'm always hard at work defending you against the many disease-causing viruses and bacteria that you are exposed to every day. But sometimes I need help to defeat the bad bugs. Luckily, our friends at Kyolic have come to the rescue. Kyolic has 2 super immune-enhancing supplements, Kyolic Immune Formula 103 and Kyo Green Harvest Blend Immune Defense. Kyo Green Harvest Blend is a power-packed blend of organic and naturally sourced grasses, ancient grains, fruits, veggies, herbal extracts, and spirulina in a fast dissolving drink mix for a quick and easy way to support immunity. Kyolic Immune Formula 103 combines immune boosting nutrients with aged garlic extract. Aged garlic extract has been clinically shown to support a healthy immune response and reduce both the duration and severity of cold and flu symptoms. Help me protect you with Kyolic supplements and nutritional drink mixes to fortify your immune health today. Available at fine natural health retailers.
The science of psychology tells us there is a connection between looking more attractive and having more self-confidence. One way to look more attractive is to have healthy-looking hair. Ridgecrest Herbal's award-winning Hair Revive can support healthy, attractive hair. Hair Revive is formulated with a stress-fighting complex, hair growth ingredients, a hormone balancing complex, and Chinese herbs. Taken together, the ingredients in Hair Revive promote hair growth, encourage healthier, thicker-looking hair, and support recovery from damaging hairstyling techniques, harsh chemicals, and daily stress. So start looking more attractive with healthier, thicker, and shinier hair with Ridgecrest Herbal's Hair Revive. Visit rcherbals.com for more information or call 1-800-242-4649 and mention this ad. That's 1-800-242-4649. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Irwin Naturals, premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition 2020. U.S. News and World Report do this survey, Best Countries survey. This always ends up with interesting kinds of results. And they do that annually. And it's called for this year, of course, for last year, it was 2019 Best Countries Report. And they said that the report speaks to the value, I'm quoting now, of having a strong global standing as nations compete for investment, tourists, and influence, close quote. This is according to Dr. David Rubenstein, professor of marketing. And they said that, quote, today's consumers have infinite choices on where to invest their capital and time, but this is from a business perspective. But they used a lot of criteria to determine the top 10 countries in the world. And so we'll have a little quiz. If you had to guess, who do you think was number one? What country? And I know that's a very difficult question. What would be generally speaking, the best country in the world to live, right? I mean, in terms of business, in terms of
Japan.
Japan.
I would have said.
That's a good guess. Japan's good.
I would have said China.
Japan was number 2, Katie.
Okay.
Good. That's good. China didn't make the top 10. Number 10 was France. Number 9 was Norway. Number 8 was the United States. 7 was Australia. 6 was Sweden. United Kingdom was 5th. Germany ranked 4th in the world. Canada was 3rd. Japan was 2nd. And
I don't even know.
starts with an S.
Spain.
Like it.
Sweden.
Cheese is a hint.
Swiss.
Sweden.
Switzerland. There you go.
Oh, Swiss sounded more right.
The Swiss cheese, Switzerland. That was the hint.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Each year, Switzerland has made the rankings, and it ranked among the top 10 top countries in categories such as citizenship, entrepreneurship, and so on.
It's a beautiful place.
Yeah, it is lovely. And then in this report, they look at what would be the best country to raise a child. If it's a well-developed public education system, it would top your list. You would likely want to choose the United States. It took the top spot in education. It did. In that category, U.S. did well. And this survey has been done since 2016. But if you look at such things as qualities, such variables or factors as safety, gender equality, green living, family-friendly laws, and human rights, you don't look to the U.S. for that. This is shameful. The U.S. came in at number 18 for best country to raise a child. Are you serious?
Wow.
Are you serious? Beaten by countries in Europe, Canada, and Australia. Child raising was this report is intriguing. U.S. News and World Report. I mean, that's, they have a strong business interest and whatnot, but they looked at other things here. Top marks went to Denmark, Sweden, and Norway. That trend has been around for a while in terms of, these variables: safety, gender equality, green living, family-friendly laws, human rights. Denmark, Sweden, and Norway. According to Deidre McPhillips, senior data editor at U.S. News and World Report, she said, quote, these countries tend to have generous parental leave and maternal leave, offer free preschool, and have good overall public education systems. One area, she said, where the U.S. falls behind quite a bit is in the safety metrics, she said. In that attribute, she commented, the U.S. actually ranks, are you ready? 32nd in the world for safety. That's far down the list, she said. So that really impacts its ratings for raising kids, of course, close quote. Canada came in fourth for raising children. They were followed up by the Netherlands, Finland, Switzerland, New Zealand, Australia, and Austria. The United Kingdom came in at number 11 for raising children. And where were we? 32nd. 32nd. Our country is a great country. It is the greatest country in the world. No doubt about it. Overall, in my opinion. But, and I'm always reminded, I was telling somebody the day before yesterday, what the nuns taught me. And I would write on my papers and on my report card, room for improvement. There's a lot of room for improvement.
You've also said if you ever get a tattoo, that's what it's going to say.
That would be the tattoo, room for improvement. And I would put that in a place where I could see it.
I think you should get it.
And remind myself, room for improvement.
We should all just get
this Best Countries report evaluated 73 nations across 65 different metrics or factors or variables. They surveyed more than 20,000 people in the Americas, Asia, Europe, Middle East, and Africa. 32nd in the world for child safety. Boy, I don't know.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide. Hemp-derived cannabidiol, or CBD, has been receiving a lot of attention for its tremendous promise on human health. Plus, CBD Oil by CV Sciences is the trusted brand setting the standards in this newly emerging category of plant-based extracts, offering a variety of hemp-derived CBD oil products that you can count on. In order to make the highest quality CBD oil products available, it is important to manage every step of the supply chain process, from seed to shelf. That's why, from harvesting our EU-certified hemp seeds, to laboratory testing for quality and safety, to producing our exceptional line of products, we are committed to going the extra mile. It is our commitment to you. Join the CBD evolution. Ask your local natural health retailer about Plus CBD oil products by CV Sciences today. Follow us on Facebook and learn more at pluscbdoil.com.
More about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Irwin Naturals, premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. I've been reporting on this U.S. News and World Report Best Countries Annual Survey. It's quite thorough, and it gives you a hint. You know, this is a health talk show, but it gives you a hint into how we're doing in terms of health in a lot of different ways. Our physical well-being, you know, our mental health, our business health, our political health. It is quite intriguing. And in the report, and you can have access to it, it's called U.S. News and World Best. It's called the 2019 Best Country Survey. It's easy to find. And in the report, I'll quote from the report, it said, in terms of trust, quote, the United States is no longer trustworthy. It is 50% less trustworthy than it was when we first started a survey back in 2016, close quote, said Mr. McPhillips. The UK, Britain, saw the second largest drop, possibly due to Brexit worries, she said, Ms. Phillips. The United States also came in at number 15 in citizenship, quality of life, and best place to visit. We came in at 15th. It ranked 17th, we did, in the greenest countries, 18th in the most transparent countries, and 26th in best places to travel alone, which turns out to be a safety issue. People don't feel safe in traveling in this country alone. What is up with that? My land. This is not Bosnia, for heaven's sake. This isn't Belarus where, where you have these conflicts and civil wars and whatnot. On gender equality, the U.S. came in at number 15, way behind Scandinavian countries. That's predictable. Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Gender equality tends to have a correlation with many of the positive attributes that the country can have, said Ms. McPhillips. She said, we would consider this a driver of what makes a best country overall because so many of the top countries rank highly in this attribute, close quote. We're not doing well with that. And I don't understand that. I mean, I'm a father. I raised a daughter, or my mom and I did. She did not know her mom. And it turns out, my perspective about this, and I raised my daughter because I knew she was going to grow up in a world where there was going to be inequality. She's in a profession where glass ceiling, it's a concrete, man. And she has a PhD and she has to fight and struggle and battle. And so I raised her to be, to take care of herself and to know how to go after what she needs to do. And that was on my mind when she was born. This is several decades ago. She's a grown woman now, mom, and whatnot. But I knew back then. And it shouldn't be that way. And this has nothing to do with politics. It has something to do with humanity. That's how I see it. And that contributes to health. If you don't think for 1 minute that young women, the anxiety associated with that they have, the anxiety that they have about their careers and having to compete and they go through things and experience things that young boys and young men do not have to deal with. And why would that be? I mean, I just don't get it. Of course, I'm biased. I'm father of a daughter. And so maybe that does bias me, and I still to this day have conversations with my daughter, and through her career, sure enough, she's had to deal with some crazy stuff, the discrimination, and the way it's done these now in contemporary society, it's not as well in some cases just blatant, but now it's more cosmetically dressed. So it's disguised, but it's there. I have a young woman working the board here with me. She's young, and I advocated for her to be hired. I wanted a woman on this show.
Here I am.
For conscience.
And I needed to have, and I wanted a young person because I felt that I needed to have that representation for the audience. So that's how I feel about it. And it is part of health. It's essential to our mental health and how you think about yourself and feel about yourself. This is an interesting report. It's the first time I have reported on it. U.S. News and World Report Best Countries Report. You can get access to it. There's a lot of business stuff in there. This is not a business show. I'm not going to get into any of that. The quality of life and safety and raising children, we're not doing all that well as a country. Why aren't we in the top 10, man? I'm not saying we have to be number 1, but can't we not break into the top 10 on some of those categories? We do well in some areas. I mentioned them. And this is a great country. I mean, my God, I've traveled in Europe. When I get on a plane to come home, I can't wait to get back home, no matter how beautiful it is where I've gone. And anxious to get home, want to be back home in this country. 87. Yeah, I haven't had Katie give you a chance to let her do it. Here's how you can maybe you have a thought or two about this. You're more than welcome. I mean, you're essential to the show, so please call or write or send pigeons. Do something. Do something.
If you want to send pigeons, I would be pretty impressed.
Yes, yes.
You can give us a call at 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. You can always message us on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram as well. However you keep up with us, we are on all of the platforms, Facebook, YouTube. Just search Let's Talk Nutrition. You can message us anywhere. We keep up with them, and we will get back with you. If you want to watch us, you can also do that on YouTube or Facebook as well. We make sure to go live on Facebook. We have a live stream on YouTube. If you want to listen back to any past shows that you may have missed, or you have a certain topic you may want to be more educated about, you can do that on letstalknutrition.com. If you go to the show schedule tab or wherever you listen to podcasts, you can find us there as well. As always, just search Let's Talk Nutrition.
And yesterday, little did I know what was going to come over the transom this morning. When I was talking about pollution, and I mentioned first responders. Lo and behold, this morning, story about first responders and cancer rates. Come back, I'll tell you about that and some other stories that are trending. We have a great guest in the second hour. LTN coast to coast and globally.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Everybody knows that it's easier said than done to take charge of your health. Now taking charge of your health has been made a little easier with Ancient Nutrition. Ancient Nutrition's whole food nutritional products provide ancient nutrients in a modern, convenient form to power the body and mind while restoring health, strength, and vitality comparable to that of our ancient ancestors. Among their healthy nutrition supplements, Ancient Nutrition offers a line of bone broth protein powders formulated for high performance. Bone broth is a breakthrough in protein supplementation. It delivers the benefits of homemade bone broth in a convenient, easy-to-mix form. Try all 8 delicious flavors: dark chocolate, banana cream, cinnamon apple, salted caramel, pumpkin spice, s'mores, coffee, and French vanilla. Ancient Nutrition products are sold in fine health stores across the country. Visit ancientnutrition.com to learn more about ancient nutrition for a modern world. That's ancientnutrition.com.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation. And it comes from a plant that is not so new: agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Ridgecrest Herbals, take your health to a higher elevation. CB Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition 2020. Thanks for tuning in today. A lot of stories trending. Yesterday, when I was reporting on air pollution, I mentioned that first responders, firefighters especially, are subject to a lot of particulate contaminated air and the particulates in the air from the fire and the smoke. The story trending this morning that cancer rates are still higher in 9/11 first responders, by the way. Nearly 2 decades after the World Trade Center was attacked, certain cancers are now afflicting police officers who worked that scene, recovery workers of one sort or another, firefighters, ambulance drivers, you name it, who recovered bodies and cleaned up the wreckage. What a dreadful, dreadful experience. This group of responders appears to have an increased risk of developing, listen to this list, thyroid cancer, leukemia, and prostate cancer, as well as a slightly elevated overall risk for cancer. This is not a double-blind placebo-controlled trial. This is direct evidence of how air pollution affects us, and that the air we breathe. Quote, yet there is no evidence of an epidemic of cancer. There is evidence of an increased risk for certain cancers among World Trade Center exposed responders, said the author of the story, Moshe Shapiro. Moshe Shapiro, he's a biostatistician with the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai in New York. Now, we have these federal government programs of continuing care for different types of rescue workers who poured into Ground Zero on that fateful day back in 2001, September 11th. The new study from state-level cancer registries using those data, Mr. Shapiro and his colleagues tracked the health of these Ground Zero workers up through 2013. And what they discovered was the responders had a thyroid cancer risk more than double than that of the general population. This tells you what organ systems are vulnerable here. Leukemia was 41% higher, and the risk of prostate cancer was 25% higher in these responders than in the general population. Their overall risk for cancer was about 9% higher than the general population. Co-author of the study was a Dr. Henry Sachs. He's a professor of environmental health and public health at Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai. He said, there are a lot of different things that were in the dust cloud, many of which are known to be harmful, close quote. Because people gave a lot, try to save many, save what people that they could. I mean, the legacy of that attack lives on today, and it always will. But for these people, these responders who bravely went into that area, into that dust cloud, into the falling buildings and the danger, and they worked that pile for months and months. And I don't know if anybody warned them or prepared them, or I don't know what was done. I have no clue. I have not looked into that. But they sacrificed a lot. And that's the nature, that's what I say when I say we're all in it together. When you have people that perform like that and give that service to others, that's remarkable. And they're suffering. I guess you saw, it's maybe some of you, maybe most of you, saw that detective who testified, who was trying to get the government, the Congress to, fund these first responders to put that bill in place, and he died shortly thereafter. If you look at the before and after photos of him and what he went through, and he died not long after he testified. I remember the day I saw him. It was tearful. It was tearful. He could hardly talk, and he got himself there to Washington to testify. That's the best part of us, 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. This is a health talk show, but it truly is a show about life. And I report on these stories to underscore. There's a lot of talk on the show about biology, physiology, anatomy, chemistry, diseases. We get into all of that. But there's other dimensions of health and wellness and well-being that need to be discussed and aired so that we have a bigger context in which to situate ourselves as individuals and as a collective, what we're caught up in. So, yeah, the flu suspected of a death, as Katie was right, of yet another young person. He was 16 years old. He lived in Texas. The last I looked at the CDC, it was like 35 or 38 children so far this year. It may be up already. He was a 16-year-old Texas girl, died after contracting the flu. And noting the parents said that her family said that the passing was a result of complications due to the virus. Teresa Reese Hermulo, she was a student at Bishop Litch High School in East Dallas. She died a week after she was infected by the virus. Oh, that was quick. Her father, ironically, is a pediatrician. And he remarked on the swiftness of her death at a Saturday prayer service. The irony of that. Her dad is a pediatrician. His name is Caesar, Mr. Caesar, Dr. Caesar Hermulo. Yeah. She's beautiful. I'm looking at a photograph of her. She's just a lovely young woman. Beautiful person. And in Wisconsin, a child died from flu on the way to the hospital. It goes on and on. So flu season is dangerous. It truly is dangerous. What's a person to do? And parents get so conflicted, they don't know what to do. Should I vaccinate the child? Should I not vaccinate the child? What should I do? And it goes back and forth, and it gets confusing for parents. Everybody has to make their own choice. Whatever I think and feel about that is of no moment. It's what individuals have to decide they want to do and what road they want to take. We come back, we'll have a wonderful guest, Charlotte Trass, second hour. She's great.
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The Heart Drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels,